Welcome to Gentle Yoga. My name is Victoria, and today we'll be doing some yoga in your home or wherever you find some space. I encourage you to clear the area out so that way you don't hurt yourself or those around you. If you have a yoga mat, a carpet is a great place for you. If not, you can also go on a wood floor or tile. Just make sure to have a blanket or a towel so you don't hurt your knees. And also a glass of water or anything else to make this practice comfortable for you. I won't be there to help with adjustments. I'll do some modifications, but if anything hurts, please back off. You can always go into child's pose or do whatever you need because this practice is really meant to be for you. So this will be the first day in a chakra series. Chakras are energy centers that are found along our spine. There are 7 starting at the base all the way to the crown of our head, and each chakra helps to support functioning. It's said that once you ascend and practice balancing each chakra, you find more enlightenment or a sense of bliss. So it works better if you follow with each class because they provide sequencing, but you also don't have to, so feel free to come and join in any class because you'll be able to follow each class on its own. So for our first chakra, it's found in the base of our spine, kind of around our tailbone area, and it's called Muladhara. In Sanskrit, Muladhara, it means pillar or root. Its symbol is the earth, and this chakra helps to balance us. So when we have this chakra in balance, it means that we have strength, we have that strong foundation to support us, and we also have endurance, right? Because that foundation helps us to endure a storm or a wind, just like the foundation of a house helps to keep it up through any change of weather. And when this chakra is out of balance, we're said to be in a state of laziness or excessive worrying or overly negative thoughts. So for today's practice, we'll focus on the Muladhara or the root chakra to help us find a sense of balance in our bodies, a strength, and take out any of the negative thoughts, letting them wash over out of our body. So to start, find yourself in a hero's pose, sitting on your heels, or in an easy pose with your legs crisscrossed. And if you like to have music during your practice, you're welcome to put on some music in the background as well. Roll your shoulders up and back a few times, really stretching out your shoulder, opening up your chest. And then do a few shoulder rolls the other direction. And then place your hands either palms down or up on your knees. Find a soft gaze or gently close your eyes. And just take a few deep breaths here in through your nose. And then again out through your nose. Notice any sounds you hear inside or outside the room. Become aware of any smells. Notice how your mat feels below your body. And then begin to imagine the embers of a fire. The Muladhara chakra is associated with the color yellow. You can imagine a bright, warm yellow in the embers of the fire. Imagine it crackling, warming up your body as the flames flicker above. Notice how your body feels. Does it feel cool or warm? Do you notice any tingling or a stillness? Whatever you notice, acknowledge and accept this. And then practice lengthening your breath, extending each inhale through your nose, and then letting a longer exhale go out your nose again. And keeping the embers in your mind, seeing how the embers form a solid foundation for the flames above. You too will practice building your foundation by focusing on the root chakra, Muladhara, today. Breathe into the base of your spine, filling yourself with strength. Finding your endurance with each breath. And take a few more rounds. And take one more inhale. And then let a longer exhale go. Gently open your eyes if they're closed. And make your way into a child's pose. Sitting on the back of your heels, rest your chest over your knees. Press your palms into the ground and then let your forehead rest. And breathe here as you relax into the pose. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, walk over to the right, rooting into your left sit bone. And when your mind starts to wander, come back to your breath, practicing how slow you can make each inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, walk over to the left, rooting into your right sit bone. And then Inhale, rise up and make your way into a neutral tabletop. Shoulders over your wrists, hips above your knees. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest for cow. And exhale, round your back for cat. Inhale for cow. And then exhale for cat. Inhale to cow. And exhale for cat. And then at your own pace, move with your breath through cow and cat. You can move your hips from side to side, or even make a circle with your spine. Any movements you need to do to help prepare you for our practice. You can go as slow or as fast as you want between each movement, knowing that this is for you. And then find your way to a neutral tabletop. Breathe into your root chakra, finding your strength. Inhale, extend your right hand forward, thumb towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw your left foot back, flexing your toes. And keep breathing into the Muladhara or the root chakra. And then exhale, place your hand and knee back down. Move your hips from side to side. And then come back to center. Inhale, extend your left hand, thumb towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw your right foot back, flexing your toes. Take a few breaths here and find a drishti or a focus point to keep you balanced. Take one more inhale through your nose. And let a longer exhale go out your mouth. And then come back down to your tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees up and push back into a downward dog. Spread your fingers and your toes. Press into the base of your index finger to keep the weight out of your wrist. And keep a slight bend in your elbows so we're not locking them out. And you can bend alternating knees to walk your dog out. Just as we prepare our foundation for our downward dog, we also prepare our foundation for helping us balance our bodies and our minds and spirit through breathing into the root chakra. And then inhale into a low plank, dropping to your knees. Check to see your shoulders are over your wrists, and we'll draw our shoulders over our fingertips as we lower down through chaturanga, creating this 90-degree angle with our elbows, and then lower down to the ground. Press the tops of your feet down. Lift your hands a few inches off the ground. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press into your mat. Exhale to lower. Inhale, tuck your chin under for a long extension on your spine. Exhale to lower. And do 4 to 6 more of these low cobras. And then rest your forehead on your hands in front of you when you're done. And practice breathing in to your root chakra at the base of your spine to help you remember to use just those back muscles instead of straining your neck and chest. That way you can really isolate and work just those muscles. And in this resting pose, with each breath, inhale the strength and endurance to continue through this practice and help you through each day. And exhale all the excessive worrying and negative thoughts out of your body and your mind. And then inhale, place your hands next to your shoulders, lift your chest into a high cobra, keeping a bend in your elbows. And take one breath here. And then exhale, push back into a downward dog. Step into a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, bringing the crown of your head forward, tucking your chin. Breathing into the Muladhara or the root chakra. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your hands all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale into your plank. And then exhale, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step or hop to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, through heart center. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to your plank. And then exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step or hop to the top of your mat or your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your hands all the way up. And exhale, hands down through heart center. center. And then close your eyes here if you would like. And take a few deep breaths in through your nose. And then back out through your nose again. And see how slow you can make each breath. And then take one more inhale through your nose. And let a longer exhale go out your mouth. Softly open your eyes if they're closed. Reach your hands all the way up. Then bend into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And this time, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, extend your right leg up. Exhale, turn your knee toward the ceiling, keeping your right shoulder down, so that way you can get a deeper hip opener. And then extend your leg back. Step it between your hands and place your left knee down, rising into a low crescent lunge. Square your hips, center. Extend your spine tall, all the way from the base of your spine, also where your root chakra is, the crown of your head. Lifting tall, use your root chakra as a foundation to help extend your spine up from. Reach your hands up and then relax your shoulders here or place your hands at heart center. And take a few deep breaths. And then place your hands on the inside of your right leg. Walk your foot off the mat and stay here for this modified lizard. Or if you would like, you can deepen the stretch by extending your left leg back. You can go even deeper by coming onto your forearms. There's no right or wrong. Just do whatever is comfortable for your body in this moment today. And then inhale, place your hands back down. Walk your right foot center and bring your left knee forward, rising into a low crescent lunge again. Tuck your left toes under. Breathe into your Muladhara or your root chakra to help find a strong foundation as we prepare for a challenging balance transition from a low to a high crescent lunge. Inhale Exhale, finding your strength. And then inhale, try using just your legs. Lift off of your back knee, rising into a high crescent lunge. Square your hips again. Reach your hands up and relax them here. Or place your hands at heart center. And have that image of the embers in a fire with that warm yellow, orange, and red colors, keeping the fire strong and going. Use those as a helpful image to help keep you going in this strength and balance pose, remembering that you're stronger than you think you are. Take one more inhale through your nose, and a longer exhale out your mouth. And then step your left foot forward a few inches into pyramid. Make sure that your feet are in separate lanes. Square your hip center. Reach your hands up. And then exhale, lower halfway. Breathe into your root chakra all the way to your fingers, imagining you could reach out across the room. And then exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, lift halfway, stretching your spine energetically. And then lower halfway. Inhale, sweep up. And then lower halfway. Choosing to stay here or move through your dynamic stretching. And then bend your knees as much as you need so that you can place your hands down and step into a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your hands all the way up. And exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your hands all the way to the sky. And exhale through heart center. And then bring your hands down and give your arms and your legs a little shake. And even though I'm not at home or wherever you're practicing, I'm sure you're all doing a great job. So keep on going. We're going to do our tree pose. So come into Tadasana with your feet about hip distance apart. Place all of your weight into your right foot, coming onto your left tiptoes. Inhale as you extend your spine, rooting into your base chakra, lifting all the way up to the crown of your head. And then begin to draw your left foot off the ground, placing it at your ankle, your calf, or above your knee. And then exhale, turn it out to the side. And find a drishti or a focus point to keep you stable. Grow your branches tall. And then relax your shoulders here and let them stay here or come down to heart center. And then inhale, slowly draw your knee forward. And then exhale, place it on the mat, shaking out your arms and your legs. And then come back into Tadasana, this time placing all your weight onto your left leg. Drawing your right foot so that just your toes are touching the ground. Extend your spine tall, lifting you up to help keep you balanced. You can even place your hands on your hips if that helps you. Draw your right foot off the ground, finding your placement on your ankle, your calf, or above your knee, and then turning it to the side. Reach your hands up and relax your shoulders. And have that image of the fire embers, the bright warm colors soothing you, providing that strong foundation for the fire and for your pose. And just a little bit longer, one more breath, and then draw your knee forward and gently place it down on your mat. Shake out your arms and your legs, and then inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward dog. And from here, you can either go right into a child's pose, or you can move through your chaturanga. And for a variation, you can do a wide knee child's pose with your toes touching and your knees wider than hip distance apart. Rest your arms in front with your forehead following. In here, practice slowing down your breath as intentionally as you can. Breathing into your root chakra, building that strength and endurance for your practice. And then inhale, taking 8 counts, gently make your way into a downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, and then exhale, turn your knee towards the ceiling. Place it between your hands, dropping your right knee down for a low crescent lunge. Square your hips center. Reach your arms overhead and relax your jaw here. You can also place your hands at heart center if that's more comfortable for you. And take a few deep breaths here. And then place your hands on the inside of your left leg and walk your foot over to the side. You can stay here for a modified lizard pose, or you can go deeper by extending your right leg back. You can go even deeper by coming down to your forearms. Take a few moments here in this hip opener, really breathing in to your root chakra, allowing yourself this time for your body to stretch. Oftentimes when we do exercise, we focus on strengthening, but just as important as strengthening is for our muscles, so is stretching. And then place your hands down. Walk your left foot center. Draw your right knee forward and rise up into a low crescent lunge. Tuck your right toes under. Breathe into your root chakra, finding a strong foundation in your legs. Try just using your legs as we inhale, lifting our back knee up to rise into a high crescent lunge. Reach your hands up. Relax your shoulders here, or you can place your hands at heart center. And when your mind starts to wander during the practice, come back to your breath, breathing into the Muladhara, or the base of your spine, helping to cultivate that foundation, bringing strength to your body, and remembering that you have the strength to endure this practice in each day. Take one more inhale through your nose. And let a longer exhale go out your mouth. Then step your right foot a few inches forward. Square your hip center for pyramid. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, lower halfway. Breathe into the base of your spine. Imagine you could reach out across the room. And then lower to the ground. Inhale, sweep halfway. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, sweep halfway. And then exhale, lower down. And take a few breaths here. Letting your shoulders and your neck relax into the pose. And then bend your knees so you can place your hands in front and step into a forward fold. Walk your feet wider than hip distance apart and drop down, either clasping your hands behind your back or grabbing opposite elbows. Nod your head yes and no. And you can even grab peace fingers by bringing your pointer and your middle together and grabbing it underneath your big toes. Let all of that negative thoughts and the overworrying that keep our Muladhara chakra out of balance melt out of your mind and seep into the floor. And then inhale. Rise halfway, resting your hands on your thighs for a high squat. Take a breath here and either stay in this high squat or you can lower down into a low squat. Place your hands together at heart center. Lengthen your spine by breathing into your Muladhara or root chakra, finding that strength and endurance in you. You can even gently close your eyes. And just take a few breaths here. And notice how the air feels as it moves in and out of your nostrils. And take one more inhale through your nose. Letting a longer exhale go out your mouth. Gently open your eyes. Place your hands behind you and come into a butterfly. Again, extending your spine here. Lower down. And then lift your chest up, keeping your right leg in, extend your left out. Resting your hand on your thigh or on your shin. And then bring your right arm up and over. And instead of hunched shoulders, we want to draw our shoulder up and back. That way we get a deeper stretch on the right side. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, switch sides. Bringing your hand to your right shin or thigh, whichever is comfortable for you. And have your left palm out, reached above your head, facing you. Root into your left sit bone for a deeper side stretch. Take one more breath here. And then inhale, rise up. Make your way into a neutral tabletop. And then tuck your toes under. Lift your knees back into a downward dog. Inhale, extend your right leg back. Exhale, draw your knee towards your left elbow, placing your leg down and sliding your left leg back. Lift your chest up and then slowly lower to your hands, your forearms, or even resting your forehead down. And then press your hands down and push back into a downward dog. Inhale, extend your left leg back. Exhale, draw it to your right elbow, placing your shin down and sliding back. Lift your chest and then lower to your hands, forearm, or even your forehead. And when your mind starts to wander, come back to your breath, breathing into the Muladhara or the root chakra. And then inhale, press your hands down, lift up, and bring your right leg around, pressing both feet flat, hands behind your knees. Extend your chest and your spine, and then round your back. And again, extend your spine, opening your chest, and then exhale to round. And then inhale, extend your spine, and exhale, round as you lower to your back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Hug your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. And then lower your knees down to your right, placing your hands out in a T, palms facing up. Gently look at the ceiling or over towards your left hand. And practice lengthening each inhale and exhale. And as we think about the Muladhara or the root chakra, finding our strength and also that endurance, we can think about how our circumstances now have really challenged us to find strength in a different way. Maybe having a different work schedule or a different school schedule or even a different format. We're finding lots of challenges that test our inner strength each day. Inhale, knee center, and exhale over to the left side. And as I think about how we're tested to find our strength, I come back to yoga and I think about how all the poses that we do, some of them stretches, some of them strength poses, they really test our mental energy. Seeing how much longer can we hold this pose, knowing that it's good for us, even though in the moment it's difficult. And I like us to keep that in mind as we continue through our days, staying inside for most of the time. Think about how we can cultivate that strength to still maintain ourselves, our joy, and finding what makes each day wonderful. Inhale, hug your knees to your chest and rock back side to side. And do any last stretches before extending your legs out for Savasana or corpse pose. Resting your feet, let them drop to the side. Lay your arms away from your torso, palms facing up. And find a soft gaze or gently close your eyes. And think about how you can make each day more relaxing and find that strength and endurance to continue. Relax your toes. Relax your ankles. Relax your shins and your calves. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your glutes. Relax your hips. Relax your solar plexus. Relax your heart. Relax your shoulders. Relax your upper arms. Relax your elbows. Relax your lower arms. Relax your wrists. Relax the palm of your hand. Relax your fingers. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. Relax your cheeks. Relax your temples. Relax your nose. Relax your third eye, or the space between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead. And relax the crown of your head. And finally, relax your whole body for the rest of Savasana. Take one more inhale through your nose. Let a longer exhale go out your mouth. And then begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And make small movements with your arms and your legs. And then roll over to your right side in a fetal position. And take a few breaths here. And then when you're ready, make your way into a comfortable seated position. Roll your shoulders up and back. Rest your hands gently on your knees. And close your eyes. And take a few breaths. Breathing in to the base of your spine, where the root or the Muladhara chakra lies. And you can picture the embers with the warm oranges and yellows and reds, and the small sparks they make, building the foundation of the fire. As in our practice, you built the foundation for your strength and your body and your mind. And take this strength with you, helping you to endure the challenges in your life. We'll end the class with an inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouths together. Inhale and exhale. I hope that you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back next week with some more yoga as we continue through our chakra practice. Stay healthy, be well. Bye.